Alrighty, good morning, guys. We're going to be rounding numbers, and in this video, we're going to round to the nearest 10. And in order to round numbers, you need to know this rule, and it's the rule of 5 or higher. If I ask the question, is this number 5 or higher, and my answer is yes, I'm going to add 1, in this case, to my tens number, and the rest of the numbers behind it to the right will always be 0. If I ask myself the question, is this number 5 or higher, and my answer is no, then the number stays the same, and the rest of the numbers will be zeros. So we're rounding to the nearest 10. The rule is I'm looking at 45. 5 represents my ones number, and 4 represents the tens number. If there were a number in front of the 4, that would be a hundreds number. So it's always ones, tens, hundreds. If there were a number in front of the hundreds, it would be thousands, and it keeps growing like that, right? We're rounding to the nearest 10. So the rule is I'm going to underline my tens number. I look to the right. I see a 5. This is the one I ask a question of. Is this 5 or higher? Well, it is a 5. So my answer is yes. That means a number is going to go up, but not the ones number here. It is the tens number that is going to go up 1. So my 4 will now become a 5. And this 5, which represents my ones number, will be followed or be filled with a 0. So it will change. So 45 rounded to the nearest 10 is 50, right? So this is the rule each and every time. You do the same thing. I'm rounding to the nearest 10. I look at my new number. It's 63. I underline the tens number. I look to the right. I see a 3. Is 3 5 or higher? Well, no, it's not. So my tens number will stay the same. So 63, my 6 will stay the same, and the 3 is a 0. So 63 rounded to the nearest 10 is 60. 28. 2 is my tens number, so I underline that one. I look to the right. I have an 8. Is 8 5 or higher? Well, yes, it is. So that means my tens number is going to go up 1. So instead of a 2, it becomes a 3, and the 8 is a 0, right? If you want to see this on a number line, sorry, my number line is not so great. If, let's say, I was doing 60, I would have 60 here, redoing this one. 70 would be at this end, right? Somewhere in the middle is 65, right? 63, if I were estimating where it was going to be, let's say 61, 62, 63, it'd be somewhere over here, right? Well, 63, if you ask yourself, is 63 closer to 60? Or is it closer to 70? Again, these are the tens number that are around the number 63. So it has to be one of those as my answer. And if you see it on a number line, you can clearly see that 63 would be closer to 60. And thus, that's the reason that this works. And it's the rule of 5 or higher. Yes, I add 1 to the tens number. No, it stays the same. The rest of the numbers all change to zeros. Good luck.